My name is Holly, and I'm Tori's mom.
My name is Steve, and I'm your Tori dad.
I'm Trinity.
I'm Erin Deweese, math and avid teacher at Dixon High School.
Growing up, whether it be like a sport or any type of school activity, what would you say was your biggest passion?
Baseball.
When I was growing up, I used to dance and do baton.
My current passion is dance.
Horseback riding.
Oh,
I did it competitively. Yeah, English, Western, Gymkhana, 3-day eventing, halter.
That is
Yes,
so fun.
I lived and breathed horses for many, many years.
What age did you start this about?
I started at probably around age 7 until 12. I did tap and jazz.
I started when I was 5 years old playing t-ball, and I played every year, every league until high school, and then in high school I started playing on the high school team.
18 months. I dance every style you can pretty much think of except for like ballroom, salsa, and stuff like that. I dance at Dixon Dance Studio and on the dance team at the high school.
Are you still participating in either one of these activities?
I definitely am not.
Not since COVID. I wasn't good enough to go to the pros, obviously, so I started playing softball, and I've been playing softball since the age of 18, and I'm 52 now.
I'm not. I sold my horse to buy my first car. Just getting older and wanting to pursue other things, and I needed a car, and I wasn't spending as much time with him, as he needed.
Why did you stop?
When I got to junior high, I just started hanging out with friends and did other activities, and just, kind of fell off with that.
For my work, it's just the guys who have experience with ball. It takes a lot of commitment because we travel, but the team that we have, we're actually a very good law enforcement traveling softball team. We play in tournaments. We've taken first place several times. It's really, really fun because it takes your mind off. I'm able to hang out with guys who I work with, but in a whole different atmosphere. I still have my softball bag and everything in the back of my trunk right now.
I'm going to Grand Canyon University to study dance.
Why do you think as a society we've normalized giving up what you love to do something that you're going to be like more financially stable or just more like comfortable? Like we're giving up your passion for comfort.
Well, I'll give you a good, you didn't ask me this, so it's a good example. When I was in high school, I was a junior in high school playing on the varsity team. I was a pitcher, and I got a job at Lucky's grocery store, and I had to make a decision, and I made the decision to quit baseball for a job because I wanted a car. I ended up working at Lucky's for 16 years. Now, when I became an adult at the age of 18, I was able to play softball, so it wasn't hardball anymore, Little League, but I was still able to play. During life, you have to make choices and sacrifices. It depends on what you want, what type of goals you wanted. I know that I wanted a car, and I know that eventually I wanted a house. My priority was like baseball and hanging out with my friends, but as I got older, I had to categorize my priorities, and it's been beneficial for me, and I'm still able to have fun.
Well, I think different activities take a lot of time, and when you're working, most people later on will start families or get married after college and start working, and you just don't have time to do all of the things you normally did before.
I think definitely another commitment, and financial could be as well, especially when you go from being a young person and you're being supported by someone else, your family, and then what we do as young people, a lot of it's expensive, right? Cheer and dance and horses. As we move to being independent adults, we then take on those finances, and especially as a young adult, big financial obligations are tough. So yes, I think it's that, and then other responsibilities that we need to take on, whether it be college or job or families of our own.
makes me incredibly happy.
Would you say it's like it brings you like the most joy like when you're dancing?
Absolutely.
Back when you did these activities, do you think you would say like you were happier doing something you love to do rather than doing something like you like have to do, if that makes sense?
I mean, probably because there's a lot less responsibilities when you're not, you know, a mom and a wife and that kind of stuff.
I don't know if my happiness would decrease.
Do you think if you could continue your, like I'm gonna say passion, like whatever you did, even if it's not like full time, like still did it a little bit or still got to like kind of participate, do you think you would be like even more happier than you are now?
No, I don't think so. Because I finished doing that so long ago. It's not like you where you did it all the way through high school, and like I would hate it if you stopped dancing because I love watching you and you do it so much. I never was into it as much as you, like 10 hours a week of dancing or anything.
You seeing us do it like kind of replaces that for you?
Yeah, probably. I think that it's cool that you actually took up something that I love doing. I know Dad liked baseball and he always wished you guys would play baseball, and you didn't. Neither one of you really loved that sport and stuck with it, but I think he would feel the same way if you did.
I mean, I was happy that I had a car.
Yeah, of course.
And I had that independence, and I also didn't have the responsibility of having to take care of another living creature all the time. I did miss it like as an outlet for stress, being able to go and be calm and invest my energy into something positive. So I had to, you know, in turn kind of find other outlets.
Yeah.
And I did get more into like cheerleading and dance as a way to kind of fill that gap.
You know, obviously life's a lot different now than when you were 18, like playing baseball, so it might be kind of hard to compare the two, but I mean, especially now, like, you know, you have a family, you were like really high like position in your job, but do you think like at all there's been a happiness like shift at all compared to like when you're in the game playing versus like where you are in your life right now?
Yeah, because when you're playing baseball, you're not in reality.
Yeah.
You're not in reality. You're
well, it's because like you love doing what you're doing.
Yeah, your
That's
whole focus
passion.
is having fun.
Yeah.
The whole mission is to do the best you can playing baseball. Everything else is, you know, it's you don't even think about it. But as I have gotten older, I've actually expanded my hobbies. I like fishing and I like playing golf. So I try to do things that. I'm an activity type person, so I like to do sports, you know, but I am getting older, but it's still important to, you know, do things and stay busy. It's important because if you do that and your mind is right, when you're at home, you're able to be more healthy. I mean, life is expensive.
Yeah, no, I know.
Life is expensive, so you can't just live life thinking you can just do recreational things and survive. You have to make decisions. You know, life takes money, and but the goal is to be able to incorporate both. But sometimes you have to put things on the back burner. So you're not losing a passion, but you're just putting it on pause.
I feel people give up their passion to be more stable because they want a safer option. I think it's not necessarily that they're just like, I'm not passionate about this anymore. I'm sure they would wish they could go on and do what they were doing. I think it's just to find stability in the future. I think they would still be happy and could probably reach almost that level of happiness, but you'll never be as truly happy as you are when you're participating in your passion.
I think it's important to do something, whether it's something you're already doing that you can continue to enjoy, or if you're, you know, not able to do that, find something else. You know, get involved, feel connected, find a way to have an outlet for stress, and obviously healthy, you know, something that's healthy for you physically, emotionally, all that stuff. I mean, I think that's just a life lesson, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Feel attached to something.